Hello students, welcome to AriserTalent. I am your maths faculty Arpita Sharma. Students, we were discussing quadratic equations. So far, we have talked about quadratic polynomial and then equation and then quadratic equation. Then we find out the roots alpha and beta of the quadratic equation that gives the value of equation equals to 0 when put in the place of the variable. Let it be x or let it be y or let it be p, r, s, t, whatever you want to. Then we understood that Sridharacharya formula and we derived that also. Now, the question is, just let me write the name here, quadratic equation, that is our chapter's name, right? Okay. Now students, what you're having this question, prove that x equals to minus b square plus minus root of, that is b, okay, b square minus 4ac upon 2a. For equation, it's a quadratic equation, the basic x square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Now this we have studied in Sridharacharya formula. Now what we are going to do, we are just going to derive it, right? So for our solution, what I pick, I'll just multiply this equation. This given equation, let's call it equation 1. So, I'll be doing multiplying it by 4a. Multiply equation 1 by 4a. Okay. Doing that, I'll be having 4x square multiply by 4a, then bx multiply by 4a, then c multiply by 4a is equals to what? 0. Now what will it become? It will become 4a square x square, okay, that will become 4bax, that will become 4ac or ca, whatever you want to write, equals to 0. Now, it's looking like a square of what? 2ax square. Now, if I bifurcate this in 2ab's formula, I have to make the a plus b whole square formula here. So, for this will be what? My a. So, I'll be taking 2 here and a here and x here. So, what is remaining in this? You have remained with 2, okay, and then you have remained with this b, okay, so write it here. Now it is 2ab, okay, so what is b? This. So what I have to do? I have to just square it and add and subtract in this equation. So plus 4ac equals to 0 as it is, and plus b square minus b square here. Now students, look at this, a square plus b square plus 2ab. So, it will become a plus b whole square. Now, these b square plus 4ac can be transposed to another side, okay. So, I can do this by writing b square minus 4ac, okay. So now when I calculate this will become what? 2ax plus b equals to, right, plus minus root of b square minus 4ac, right, because root b square minus 4ac square equals to what? B square minus 4ac. Now, minus root b square minus 4ac equals to what? Square of this is equals to what? Again b square minus 4ac. So I have to take the both values. Okay. Now, if I transpose this, I have to take the value of x. So remaining at x here, I have to transpose this b minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac. Now, why should I left this 2a here? So what will I do? Come here at this part. That will become x equals to minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. And this is what, students? This is the thing we have to derive, right? This was the exact value we have to derive. Minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So, here it is proved again. Now, students, I have told you to take a note on this particular value, that we have something here for this value. Okay, we will discuss it. First, just note this so that I can rub it and move forward. Okay, students. Now, what I'm having this d, that will be equals to b square minus 4ac. Look here. This is d discriminant, the value under this root is my discriminant whose value is d equals to b square minus 4ac. Just I have supposed this value is d. So, d will decide the nature of the root. So, what topic we are now going to study is nature of the roots. And for quadratic equation, what roots we are having? Alpha and beta, I have told you. Okay. So, now students, alpha and beta are nature of roots. Alpha and beta are roots, and the nature of these roots alpha and beta will be determined by this d, which is equals to b square minus 4ac. Okay, students, now this value of d can be of three particular distinction. That can be more than 0, that can be equals to 0, and that can also be less than 0. If it is less than 0, that gives you what? That the value of d is negative. Okay, negative value. 0 is 0, right? It's neutral. Now, d is greater than 0 means its value is positive. So, here our focus is positive, negative and the 0. Okay. Now, if the value of d is negative, first talk about that last one. Now, if the value is 0, what will it become? This equation x equals to minus b plus minus root b square minus 4ac, if you look on this particular, this will become what? Negative, because this is less than 0. So, that will be some value. Let's suppose the complete value is t. Okay, so that will be minus t. Now, this and here any constant, root of a negative constant is what? An imaginary number. Imaginary, or we can call it not real. So, students, if d is less than 0, that means the roots of this particular equations are not real. I am talking about roots here. The roots of this quadratic equation are not real. Okay, done with this? Now, if this is equals to 0, now if this equals to 0, then minus 2a will remain. So, it's having only a single root. Now it will have two roots, but the value of those two roots will be equals to what? Same. So in this case, we call that roots are, first they are real and second are equal. They are real and they are equal, right? Now, if this value is positive, this value is positive. Now, if this value is positive, two things can be done. Now, what are the two things? The two things are, first, this is a complete square. D is complete square. And the second thing is what? D is not a complete square. Not a complete square. So students, if D is a complete square, so if it is a complete square, let's suppose the value is 16. So D's value is 16, so root 16 will be equals to what? 4. Now if it's 4, we will be having some normal rational number here. Okay, so it will give you real and rational roots. Now what if D is not a complete square? Now if D is not a complete square, let's call it is 13, the value of D is 13. Now some constant value plus minus some root divided by some constant value. So this will give you constant value, and an irrational number dividing by a rational number will give you what? A rational number. So the roots will be real for sure, but irrational. Okay, so these are the conditions. These are the nature of the roots, alpha, beta. Okay students, now if I talk about the polynomial, we have studied zeros of polynomial and then we assume this alpha and beta as the zeros of polynomial, zeros of quadratic polynomial. Now we somehow derived relation between these zeros of polynomial, right? Now here we will derive the relation between roots of quadratic polynomial. So roots of quadratic polynomial are alpha and beta. Now we are having the values of alpha, beta. We have calculated it from Sridharacharya formula and we have also take that particular equation, quadratic equation, the basic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Okay. So now we are going to do what? We are just going to find the summation of the roots and the multiplication of the roots. Okay. And let's see what happens. So completely note this student, this is important. You can just use these concepts to have a quick solution. Just like if you are given with the question that if the roots are real and unequal, then find them. Sorry, roots are real and equal, then find them. Then now you don't have to, if you are given with the question, to check whether the roots are real and equal. What will you do? You will just be calculating this value. If this value is equals to 0, then the root will be real and equal. Now you have asked a question that you have provided value. If you given a value, an equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. If you provided with this equation, okay, then what you can do? You can just know the value of a, b and c by comparing your quadratic equation which is given to this standard equation. Now you have the value of a, b and c. Okay, now you have to find the nature of d. Now if you have to find the nature of d, what will you do? You will just calculate this value and know this. If this is lying in this category, on this category, or this category, or this category, as soon as you will find the category, you can say that this rule are real or irrational roots, or real or irrational roots, or real and equal or not real and unequal. Okay. So I'm just rubbing it, leaving this basic equation of ours. Now, with our next topic, which is what? What I've told you. Roots of equation, not equation but a quadratic equation. Quadratic equation, right? Roots of a quadratic equation, their addition and multiplication. Okay, so if I am going to multiply or I am going to do anything, first what I have to know, that what are the roots? The roots are what? Roots of quadratic equation are alpha, and beta. Now, if the roots are alpha and beta, the value of alpha and the value of beta is nothing but what we have calculated from here, minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So, I will just remove this minus from here and just have this plus here. So, this is 1 and this will be the 2, which is having same equation but replace this plus with minus. Okay. Now, summation of roots, or I can write addition of roots. Addition of roots is what? Alpha plus beta. Now, just you have to put the values here and you will be finding that value of alpha is nothing but minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a plus minus b root of here minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So, just I can take this 2a common as LCM here and we will find out this minus b plus root b square minus 4ac. Again now minus b minus root b square minus 4ac. Now, students, you can easily see that this term will be cut by this term. So, what will it become? That will become minus 2b, this and this term upon 2a. So, students, come here and what you will be having, that alpha plus beta will be having the eventual value. This will be cut minus b by a. Looking familiar with this particular equation, students? Yes. So, this is about the summation. So, now note this complete and we will then be talking about the multiplication. Note this complete. Okay. So, should I rub it now? Right. Okay, students. Now again I am having alpha equals to this and beta equals to this. Now I am having this multiplication of roots. Multiplication of roots is alpha multiplied by beta. Now what is the value of alpha? We have this here. That will be equals to minus b plus root b square minus 4ac. This value will be multiplied by this value minus b minus root b square minus 4ac. 2a. Now students, can I apply a simple formula? I will take this a and I will take this b. So this will be a plus b multiplied by a minus b. Now having the formula in mind, a plus b, a minus b is nothing but a square minus b square. Can I solve it? Right? Okay. So what will I have? I will have a, this is a square minus, this is b. So b square upon 2a. Now minus b whole square will give you b square. So just writing b square here. Now this root will be eliminated. So what will you be having? B square minus 4ac and this minus sign here. So when I will calculate this, what will it become? Minus this minus sign, b square. Okay, then this minus will become plus because it will be multiplied by this minus sign. Okay, so I am writing plus. Can I write? Plus 4ac. Now multiply by 2a, multiply by 2a, that will become 4a square. You should tell me. Okay, that this is, ma'am, this is 4a square. Okay, now I have to write this 4a square also here. So can I cut this? B square and minus b square. Now this 4 by this 4. Now this a by this a. So what will I remain with, students? Now I am having this alpha multiplied by beta. Say what? C by a. You can see there. We have only remained with this. Okay. So note this, students. I have just simply multiplied the roots of quadratic equation. Rubbing it. So students, here are three important results you are having. You are having your roots value, then the summation of roots, and then multiplication of roots. So clear about this portion? Note these three formulas, students. So students, now can we just have a question? Okay, enough of theory on this particular lecture. We should try a question. Students, here I am having an equation 3m plus 11 x, or I should write here 1. Okay, so 1 x square plus 11 plus m x plus 9 equals to 0. Okay, so this is the equation I am having, and the question is this, that find the value of m, find the value of m where roots are equal and real. Now if the roots are equal and real, what it's telling us, that in this condition, in the given condition, value of d will be equals to what? Value of d, which is b square minus 4ac, should be equals to 0. Now if you compare this equation, okay, now you have to find out the value of m, right? Okay, you have to check. You have to check whether the roots whether the roots of this equation are equal and real or not. So, if this, then this will follow. Now, I will compare this equation to the basic equation. Now, the basic equation is what? Ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, and the given equation is 3m plus 1 x square plus 11 plus m x plus c equals to 0. What does that mean? That value of a equals to 3m plus 1, b equals to 11 plus m, and c equals to simply 9. Okay, so what will I do, students? I'll simply put these values in this equation, and if the value comes 0, then this is true, and if not, then the roots will not be equal and real. Okay, so putting values in equation, d equals to b square minus 4ac. What I am having? B square, this 11 plus m whole square, minus 4 multiplied by a is 3m plus 1, then c is 9. So, 4a and c. Now, when I will calculate it, 11 square will give you 121 plus m square plus 2a and b will give you 22m. Now, 4 multiplied by 9 is what? 36. Now, when I will be multiplying these, the value will become 8 and 1. So, 108 m. Okay. Now, this will become plus, no, it will become minus 36. Right, students? So, come here this side. Here the question, students, not to check if the roots are real and equal, find the value of m. Okay, of m if the roots are real and equal. So, if this is so, then that will be equals to 0. So, putting, now this is 121, right, and this is 36 here. So, 121 minus 36, that will give 5 and 8, 85. So, 85, the numerical value of plus, right, equals to 0. Now, m is 22m here and 108. So, 22 minus 108 will be what? 6 and 8, 86. Now, 86 of minus 86 m and m square. Okay, m square. So, this will be the equation. Now, students, I can just simply factorize it by 85m minus m plus 85 equals to 0. So, it will become m minus 85 minus 1 m minus 85. Okay, I have taken this common. So, I will be having m minus 1, m minus 85 equals to 0. So, the value of m will become 1 and here m equals to 85. So, what does that mean? That these are two roots, okay, and the roots are for this value, these are not two roots, for these value of m, the roots of this equation will be the value of x will be what? Equal and real. Now, what you can do, you can just have this value 1 here and check it. Now, I can do this also for you, check. So, you can completely understand this theory. 3. Now, I am having only checked by this. You have to do this on your own. I am checking it by this. Okay. So 3 multiplied by 1 plus 1 x square plus 11 plus 1 will be 12x plus 9 equals to 0. Now, if it is so, that is 3 plus 1. So, 4x square plus 12x plus 9 equals to 0. Okay. So, can I take common here something? No, I can't take. So, a equals to 4, b equals to 12 and c equals to 9. Now, b square minus 4ac. Okay. The value of b square minus 4ac will be giving you what? B square is what? 12 square minus 4 multiplied by a is 4 and c is 9 divided by 2a. Now a is 4. Okay. So this will give you what? I am just rubbing this portion, or I can just rub this portion. Okay. You have your answers here now. So I am rubbing this portion. So these are the roots. Now I am having this 12 multiplied by 12, that is 144. 144 minus 4 multiplied by 4, that is 16. Or I can write it 4 3s are 12 multiplied by 12 minus 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 9 divided by 2 and 4. So that will be cut. Okay. Now 2 6 times 2 times, that will be 18 minus 18 multiplied by 1, sorry, divided by 1 will give you what? 0. So the value of d is 0. That means what? The roots will be real and equal. Okay. So satisfying our answer. Okay, students. So this is for today. We'll meet in our next lecture and we'll do some good questions on these theories and we'll talk some new concepts of this quadratic equation chapter. Okay, students, take care. Bye-bye.